Here we go. And hey, everybody, Becky and
Charlie
and
Heather.
We are on tonight to discuss our thoughts of last week's episode, The Last of the Starks, and to maybe give our thoughts on what could happen going forth. So, the first key point I want to bring up is, how did everybody feel about the final goodbyes in the beginning? You want to start, or do you want me to start? Okay, I'll start this. The final goodbyes in the beginning of the episode. What were your thoughts on everybody that
I was just glad I saw Ghost alive. Sorry. Ghost. At home. I have a dire wolf at home named Jersey. Shout out Jersey Boo Boo, my baby. I love you, Mommy's coming home soon. Anyway, I was very excited to see Ghost. And that's really all I feel about that.
Charlie?
It was a sad moment, but it was a good moment.
You don't seem sad.
I'm sad.
He had tears in his eyes. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Okay. All right.
What you see?
Well, I have a little bit of an opinion about it. I really liked how Sansa, however you say her name, I like how she gave Theon that direwolf pin. I think it was a direwolf pin. Anyway, the pin of House Stark right before they
I forgot that
buried them. I really just like how he ended up. But you know what I meant, when they sent them off. That's what I meant.
Him as a Stark.
Saying he died as their brother. Like, he died as a Stark. I mean, if you remember in the I think it was last season, and he's talking to his sister, and she's like, and he's talking to Jon too about how he feels torn. Like, he's a Greyjoy, but he's a Stark. She's like, you don't have to choose. Like, you can be both. And like, he went down and he died as like one of them. So, like I said before, that was like one of the best arcs in the story. I also liked, and other people that I've seen this week online have noticed that I like how Jon kind of gives everybody who died like a nod to the like Night's Watch. He kind of makes them all honorary members in his speech. So that was a really cool way for them all to be sent off like that. Next, what? That was my foot.
Oh.
That was my foot. No, it was. Anyway, my next point is Arya and Gendry. How did everybody feel about that going down?
Fucking right. Sorry, Gendry, but that ain't Arya. She ain't no lady. Never has been, never will be. Sorry, that's my bitch.
Are you torn up about this, Charlie?
Listen, she thought she was going to die. She wanted to know what it was like to get that smash in, and then afterwards, it was it. She's like, oh, that was cool. Thanks. Bye, buddy.
She's either holding true to herself or he got some shit dick. His dick game ain't strong. Not enough to turn her into no lady.
I'm just going to go with what Heather said. Like, that was not true. No, what she said in the beginning, that's not true to who she is. Like, if she was going to be, like, she was going to do something like that, it should have been like hinted at like a longer time ago. She like wanted to explore that area of her life and be into boys. Like, okay, I would have been totally cool and fine with it. But that was just untrue to her, and all right, like.
You have to think about it. If you have a strong feeling that you're gonna die tomorrow, you start going down your bucket list. It's like, all right.
But that was never presented as something that would have been on her bucket list, though. That's what I'm saying.
That's the whole point of a bucket list. Like, you don't know what's on it until you start reading it off and you're like, oh, that's
you don't know what's on it. But who wrote it?
She did.
But she wouldn't know what was. She would have known what was on it.
The point is, a bucket list is something that people don't expect you to do, or something you always wanted to do. Either people know about it. I bet you if you have a 10 bucket list right now, Heather wouldn't know what's on all 10.
We also, though, like, we grew up with Arya though, so like she didn't have those romantic feelings towards boys or anything like that. Maybe she's just coming into her own now. Sometimes
I'm
it
just
takes
saying they
people a
should have
little
like
longer.
just introduced that. Like it should have been like introduced like maybe a few episodes ago, like, gee, I miss Gendry, or like, oh, like that boy's cute, or something like.
Well, they were
like
flirting a little bit back and
like,
forth.
But it was like, and plus this, I don't know, maybe it was a longer time span because it's so rushed this season with the timeline. Like all of a sudden it's like ding, 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 and it's like all of a sudden you're here and it's like you don't realize it's like a few months.
A lot happens every episode.
I'm not so mad about her going and having sex or whatever. I'm glad that they didn't follow through with that and have her be a lady of what?
No, I thought
lady of where?
Of Storm's End.
No, she ain't no lady. She said it. That's true. I'm sorry,
but
she ain't about that life.
That was just odd when we all saw that because it was like watching your little sister, like because that's how I feel about that.
Sansa was the same.
That bothered me. That doesn't happen in the book. Like I was so mad that like I was watching my little sister get like.
Now you know why I threw my phone across the fucking room when my brother Rob died in the Red Wedding, and my mother was sad.
I don't think you're the only one,
dude.
I wish I could take my reaction.
I
wasn't that
still
big.
harbor resentment towards that fucking shit.
I really sat there and I was like, "Are you serious? She dies too?" Like I was serious. Like I was expecting him to die. I sat there like, "What? Like, are you like?" I was just shocked. Yeah, well, they're about to get their own damn regards. Anyway, next point. Jaime and Brienne, both major.
Brienne finally got it on.
What? Who?
You said Jaime and.
I said Brienne. It sounded like you said Bran.
Jaime.
It sounded like
Brienne.
Brienne. Turn of events. That would be a little wrong.
Brienne finally got it on.
Bran can go back anytime and be witnessing to any of them.
He's a little creep. Anyway, that's different.
Well, if you're feeling sorry for Bran, he can get all the ass he wants.
Brienne finally got it on. She fell in love afterwards, and I think she's gonna. I think within the next episode, she's gonna go chase after Jaime.
That's your fault.
Yes, I think she is.
I don't know if she is or not because she made an oath to Catelyn Stark to protect Sansa, and thus far she has kept that oath no matter how she felt about the situation.
But now she's in love.
She was in love before. She just didn't act on it before.
Well, it was kind of hard for her. She was barking up the wrong tree, but
now she is in love and acting on it.
I don't know. People act different when they get that.
Like for me, I don't know. That was that. You could say I was so excited about it, but at the same time, I knew this was Game of Thrones. So like as happy as I was, I really didn't expect. I just knew. I'm like, this is just too good to be true. Yeah. And at the same time, even though I enjoyed it, that's just something I just think they threw in there for the. No. I'm saying as much as I enjoyed like that happening.
I know, but the way you worded that, I enjoyed it. Like you were there and the moment went down.
Maybe with Jaime, Brienne not so much. No, that's my girl. But
you heard her.
Don't knock it till you try it. Baby. You never know.
Oh, you know.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm just saying.
I know nothing.
Well, you just said Brienne is your girl, so. Not
in that way, dude. Anyway, but that was just. I think that's something that the show threw in there to make us all like oh yay, like that's what makes me mad about the show. It's kind of they do throw in things to like make us like that. I think
they have to do that.
No, I know
non-book readers. They have to draw people in like that, and they have to have storylines follow through like that. Otherwise, people are going to get bored. They're going to turn the shit off and be like, "Fuck it," like I almost did after Dimes.
Well, that was the way they did that season, though. Like, and that's where they started screwing up. Like,
you are a book reader. Yeah.
Okay. If I ever watching, I'm gonna have to like just find people that read books with me. Anyway, but at the end when let me get past this point. But when he took off, and if you listen to him, and of course I've watched discussion about this, and I agree with what other people have said. It sounded like he was just trying to push her away, and he just trying to protect, So I mean, I honestly, yeah, that was a dick move, but
no,
he was out for her best, absolutely. He loves that woman. Man, it sucks. He's gonna die now, but man, well, at least a little something came out of it.
Maybe a legitimate child will come from it.
Maybe that's why they show setting all this stuff up. Everybody that had sex is pregnant, and so they can keep these house lines going on, and maybe that's a possibility now.
But how is Arya going to give any face person if she's got a baby belly? I don't know. I just thought of
that. You ask the writers, because they'll come up with some kind of type of stuff. Okay, they already have. All right. How did everybody feel about John's identity reveal? And I know Heather's got a lot to say, so should I save you for
what identity reveal? I feel like I was, like I said earlier, left out and disrespected. They didn't show their fucking reaction. I was pissed the fuck off.
I just meant the whole thing with him and now everybody knowing who he is and
Well, I think Sansa's a fucking stupid bitch. She said everyone's like, oh, Sansa changed. In some ways, maybe she has changed, but she's still that jealous, catty little bitch girl that she was in season 1. Sorry, not sorry. Grow the fuck up. Put your big girl panties on. You want to be Lord and Queen or whatever the fuck you want to be? Act the part and stop being a little bitch. That's how I feel. She pissed me off.
Honestly, I'm not saying that it was right for her to do that, but I think she's probably done that though, because she's playing this game now herself. She's learned from Cersei.
She's cannot expect loyalty from your brother and not give it in return. Don't fuck around, bitch.
Okay, relax.
No,
relax.
She's never been loyal. She's never been loyal. I'm a very loyal person. In my personal life, I'm a very loyal fucking person. I hold that in high regard. That bitch is not loyal.
Okay. I'm saying I think she was doing what she needed to do to put her brother on the top where she feels
get her brother killed.
I'm saying
she doesn't think that she wouldn't have thought that through, that put a bigger target on his back? Because first thing I would think is that.
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying she does it like Cersei does it, like everybody, but I'm saying every house in general, they do what they think is right for their family. If that means,
but that's what I'm saying. Did she think that through? Did she really think that through? The first thing I would have thought, if they would have told me you have Targaryen and Stark blood, you have a bigger target on your fucking back. I would have done everything and anything in my power to protect that secret from ever getting out to anyone else. Period.
I think it could have been done though for another reason, because like I said, she's playing the game and she's setting herself she knows how to manipulate and do that. She knows how to pull strings now. So in the end, if she's one of the last people standing, she's gonna come in power because she's.
Well, listen, and if you're rooting for Sansa to be in power, that's all well and good for you on your end. I'm not. I'm rooting for Arya or Jon.
No, I'm not saying that she's my top pick.
But I'm saying that if you're rooting for her, I can see you being okay with that. I'm not okay with that personally. I don't feel that way. I don't want her. I don't want her sitting on the Iron Throne.
Okay, but if for some reason, all the bigger players here, and they all get knocked off, she's on the second.
Well, then I wouldn't give a fuck. Who the fuck?
I'm saying this could possibly be the show setting her up to set things in motion, and which is I'll discuss it later. But I have
I totally understand. I totally get that. There's obviously a reason why she did that. I totally get that. I'm saying in my book, you're telling me Cersei, who's done a lot of shit wrong, and you're telling me it could be between Sansa, if that's how it plays out, who's also done a lot of shit wrong to her own family. There's no difference for me there. I could give a rat's ass who the fuck we will let them do with them. I'm not going to root for Sansa. I'm not going to root for Cersei. I'm done. I don't care. Who the fuck cares?
Okay. I just think I'll get to that. I'll get to that later.
I'm just saying that's my opinion. That was my opinion on the whole thing. I don't disappointed in her. I don't hate her. I'm very disappointed in her. Very highly. A lot.
Sorry. I think
I kind of hate her.
I have. I don't know. I just
don't spoil nothing.
No, I'm not spoiling it. I don't know. I've avoided any possible spoilers that could be out there. I've avoided it, but like one of the theories says that like she could end up on the and I'll go into that later. But I have my own thoughts about that and stuff that I've actually added to it. But I don't know. It might make sense. Anyway, I'll get to that later. But I think all that was done to set up possible other like events. Because all of a sudden Jamie's being a dick again. It seems Sansa's being stupid when it comes to like all of a sudden all these characters are reverting back to that, and that's something that's pissing a lot of people off too. Because all of a sudden, like Brienne, all of a sudden she's crying over her boy. Like, come on, that's like Arya. Like I'm saying with the whole Arya thing.
But
like,
Brienne, you can understand.
I get, but she wouldn't. I don't think she would have.
It's been looming though for seasons and seasons and seasons. It's not like where you said where Arya. It hasn't been like that. Those two have been. You knew there was something there between them for a couple seasons now. So it's not like that snuck up on you. Like that, I can like.
It's because I'm in the back of my mind thinking of what I know book wise. But
that's where you got to separate it because you're doing for the book for the show.
It's very hard to because there's all these things that are.
I know, but you're doing for the show.
There's a whole bunch of stuff that they built up and like a whole bunch of clues and stuff they put in motion, and then sometimes on the show it doesn't make sense, but in the book world it does. So you know how like they leave dead ends on the show, so it, like just. And I'm not even talking about brand just stuff in general. Like, so I still have all that in mind, thinking that it will make sense on the show, even though the show just completely like throws this in out of nowhere and like does this where you're like,
no, I know what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
But I'm just saying for people who watch only the show.
For TV,
I need more book readers in my life. Like
for TV, it works what they're doing. Understand? For book reading, it doesn't. For us TV watchers, it works because it's kind of like that surprise. Like, you know, this is the last season. You know, every episode is going to have some kind of shock and awe to it. You know, every episode has to have some kind of shock and awe. They cut it down a couple episodes. This is the last, so they're trying to get everything as much out as they can. It's not like before where they could have like a episode where it's kind of like if you didn't see it, you really didn't miss but like one or two things. Now it's kind of like every episode has to have something. Like
I get that. It's just that it's so like they did it just rushing it so fast.
I just said that's why this.
I know, but I don't.
And I know you hate that, but honestly, since they started doing that, this show's gotten real interesting in my book.
No,
in my opinion.
I appreciate character development. Anyway, let me get back.
It's a little late now.
Can we get back to the next point? We're only on 4.
Paragraph 2, section C. Line A.
Here comes the bickering. I told them they couldn't bicker. I've been through it all week.
No, you ate already, so
well, it didn't help. I was real hangry, y'all.
Well, what are you talking?
Let me tell my KFC story. I went to KFC. I wanted some fried chicken. I wanted this chicken all week, and I just like, you know what? It's Friday. I'm gonna get fried chicken on Friday. Went to KFC, waited in line for like 10 minutes. They come on the damn speaker talking about they're closed. Really? It was like 5 o'clock. What time was it? 5, 6?
Yeah.
When I text you, 6 o'clock something? Yeah, well, she don't know. It was like 6 something. How the fuck you closed? Anyway, I was real pissed.
Anyway, how does everybody feel about the Hound and Arya going off? Charlie.
They're like old friends.
You know, I can't figure out their dynamic. I can't figure out if he loves her as like a little sister or someone who protects her. If he's like in love with her, I don't know. Like I can't.
I don't think. I think it's more of like he's like a
protector,
her father figure that she loves.
I mean, that's what they show. But me, I don't know. I always think deeper.
Me, I think they're like a older brother, younger sister, and they're like really jokingly with each other. They can like curse each other out. It's like, oh, you little shit. And it's like, oh, you little bastard. And then they walk away like smiling.
Yeah.
Like I think they're unintentional family.
I just don't like that she says like she has no intention to return. I know that's who she is, but it's almost like a ominous like thing. Like you don't know like what is this? Like,
that's why I'm told you.
Yeah, like you don't like get. I think it just means she's like
my heart for that one.
She just. I can't tell you whether it's worth because and even if it was, this could be different than like what happened in the book. So I can't like they could like I'm just saying they can make their own thing up and it could be a ending that you might have liked better in the books if they ever come out. Like I'm saying, so I can't tell you that. Anyway, I just and somebody online I saw brought this up like it just sucks that like there's only 2 episodes left because. They're probably going to have another cool journey again, and you're not even going to see any of their journey. Like, and that could have been, like, a cool couple episodes of, like, that being filled in. Like, I know you like it being fast-paced, but it would be nice if this could have been at least, like, a 10
That is actually, I love Arya. That is one of the storylines I did not mind.
That's why you should read the book, because you get to sit there and travel with her, like, the whole time. You get to, like, be with her.
I'm not against reading the books. I love reading books. I love books. I love them. But... I don't want to read them until they're all out. I'm not one. It fucking pissed me off waiting between the Harry Potter books, and that was nowhere near as long as these books are. So I have to wait. Mm-hmm. Especially how these tend to piss me the fuck off. There's no way I could have that sitting on my heart for that long and not know what the fuck happens.
Well, so John's still dead over here in the book, and I'm just sitting here waiting for him to jump in the ghost.
Point proven.
Next one is not really. I don't think anybody has anything too much to say about it. Just Bronn's deal. Like the only thing I have to say about the whole thing is, how the hell did he walk into Winterfell with that damn bow and arrow? Like what the hell? Like Bronn just being Bronn.
Down.
I'm just saying, like he just waltzes right in. Like hey, I'm here to kill Jaime. Like what the
Tormund.
Everybody thought it was. Which would have been hilarious. Like just did that.
He walked in because everybody's so happy about defeating the dead. They're all drunk. They've all been having a night of fucking. And then
Winterfell fell.
They're just starting to get their stuff. They literally everybody's asleep or drunk. Yeah. And like the guards are probably drinking wine. And he's walking in and saying, "Hey, how you guys doing?" They're like, "Hey, what's going on?"
I would have been so drunk, growing. Oh, look, it's a guy.
Yes, she would have. If you thought she was gonna die the next day or that night, and you just escaped death, like you legit thought you was dead. I would be drunk. I know I would. Hey, Bronn, how you doing, motherfucker? I would have greeted him with a hug.
You would have done something else.
I live to see you another day.
Anyway, I don't know. Whatever. Screw you, Bronn.
Yeah.
Two-faced bastard. I used to like you.
But that's it.
Yeah, that's
throughout the show. Yeah. That's not.
I'm sorry. I'm glad Bronn is Bronn. Everybody else hates themselves, but Bronn is Bronn. Okay. I know you have a lot to say about this one. I mean, I expected this next one. I just didn't expect it when it happened. Rhaegal dying.
Oh, God.
Go ahead. I'll let you have your piece.
I can't. I cannot. I don't like watching animal movies. I don't like hearing about anything happening to animals. Listen, I've realized dragons are a fantasy. But they aren't in this show, and I feel the way Daenerys feels about those dragons, about my own dog child. So I cannot imagine the pain she is feeling right now. When she said, "Did you not see them shoot my child from the sky?" Yes, I fucking felt that way. I'd want to go in guns blazing, dragon fire blazing, and fuck everyone up. Realize it's not the brightest thing to do. I do know that, but I would feel that way. Well, and I fucking hate Cersei.
They wanted to make her go fully batshit,
and I also do see it from Cersei's side too, though. Like, I'm not winning with. She got 2 dragons. I gotta take them out. Those are her big guns. So, why the dragons? I love them.
Well, go ahead. Do you have?
Oh, but did you see the thing I posted on Facebook?
Yeah, I know. Everybody thinks more dragons are coming.
I didn't think that, and I was like, I saw that, I freaking giggled. I was like, oh my god!
Huh.
If that happens,
two things.
If that happens, I'll be like, what the hell? Because all of a sudden, like 2 days later after this, all these dragons have full grown.
She put the PSA out there. She said, "Come on, little tyke."
Listen, 2 things. First, I thought she was way too cocky flying around, and she already knew before that they had a giant arrow. And like you said, it's been months and months and months. What do you think Cersei's going to do? It's like, oh, they're coming. I'm just going to sit here and cower. No. She had more of them built, and Mother of Dragons was way, way too cocky. She's like, oh, I got my dragons. I'm going to fly around. Everybody's going to be so scared. They'll just give it all to me. And then what happens? Arrow comes.
But how did someone say something?
Somebody, either.
How did they know?
It could have been somebody who betrayed her, but it could have been like. It's supposed to be like a at least maybe I don't know how the timeline's going on because I feel like it's so mixed up. Like I said, but this is probably like a month or two later, and like word got down to King's Landing that they won and all that, and so they know that she's gonna like go back to Dragonstone and Qyburn, Cersei's hand. He's got little birds all over. So guess what?
I thought that was Varys with the birds.
It was, but he's not in power in King's Landing anymore. Now it's Qyburn stole all of Varys' birds. Remember? That's what happened. If you forget.
All right.
Wait a minute. Is there a connection between all these little birds and her being little bird? Sansa?
No, I don't think that has.
All right. My second point.
All right, go ahead.
At the end, for the preview next episode. Like Heather said, if there's more dragons, because I watch the theories with you, I watch the theories with people at work, I watch the theories with people I play with on Discord. Everyone has already theorized there's more dragons, either under Winterfell, somewhere close by.
Now it makes sense for a book thing. Just so you know that, like.
Can I finish my point?
Okay, I'm just saying you don't like the books, and like this is at least to show people.
Bringing it up.
Shh. Hey.
There's more dragons somewhere. So, between the next time before she goes to attack, say there is another dragon. All you need is one more dragon. It doesn't have to be a whole fleet of them. Even though a fleet of them would be cool. Or if there is one more dragon that shows up, automatically that puts doubt in everybody's head. Like, hold up. I thought there were only 3. One became a zombie. One we just killed and watched go out to the ocean. Hold up, there's another one now? How many more are there? Now they have something to worry about. Because if Mother of Dragons is smart, she wouldn't fly directly at him like an idiot, like a charging blind horse. Fly up high, come up below, and then burn like a circle. That's what I would do.
Can I say, did you see, though, the comment under what I posted, though? No. Someone posted the meme. They're like, oh, because, what's his face? The Greyjoy guy? The uncle?
Yeah,
Uncle Greyjoy? You're on.
Mr. Piss. You're on.
Cersei's baby daddy. He's looking up at the sky and he's, like, terrified. So that's what they're saying. There might be the dragon. But did you say?
It could be the.
Wait, listen. This is the funny meme. They made a meme and it was like, oh, he could be looking at this and it's the dragon. He's got like a plain advertisement and says, you are not the father.
Yeah, I've seen that. Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
I screamed at that shit. I was crying.
But it could be that, like, she's coming, like, straight down and she's just going to be like, boom.
Yep.
I think, not, I know more dragons would be cool, but if she kicks some ass with just one, after they, like, and she underestimates them, like, yeah, fucking still fuck you up. Like, that'd be great. Next point, real quickly. How do y'all feel about Jon not even petting Ghost goodbye? How about that? Yeah, I'm pissed about that. Like, they talk all the budget and all that. You couldn't budget it in to let him, like,
that's
say
what
goodbye.
I'm saying. Like, you could budget in, like, and if they do add more dragons, you could budget that in, but you couldn't budget in him petting the dog goodbye. Yeah, that made me mad. And plus, like, all the goodbyes with Sam, like, I feel like that's either setting Jon up to die or it's like they're thinking it's goodbye, but Sam's just out of the series now. He's not going to, like, that's just odd that they're cutting him off here. I don't know, that don't make sense. I don't know, though, because Tormund told him, he was like, when he was like, this is goodbye or whatever, he was like, oh, you never know or whatever.
I don't know, they're just trying to, like, tie it up, and it's like he's really saying goodbye to his best friend. Like, I don't know. I think it just. I guess they try to make it sound like it was for good. I don't know, but come on, like they ain't gonna visit each other. I don't know. Next point, and I don't know if you, I don't know how you guys feel about this.
Well, really, but he's going off to war. That's why they might.
Well,
think of that.
But just saying, like, I don't know. But it was very reminiscent of like in Lord of the Rings, and this story is inspired by Lord of the Rings, where like
there's a lot of similarities. Yeah, this and a lot of others.
Yeah, it intermixes with a lot of stuff, and that he takes elements and inspiration, I think, from all these stories.
Even like comic books. You're not into the Avengers stuff, but there's a lot of similarities with the comic books, like, and those are the comics, so they're written.
Yeah. But like Sam saying, "Oh, we're having a baby and we want to name it," like that's what Sam in Lord of the Rings names one of his sons, Frodo. Like so. Spoiler alert. But anyway, the next big point is Missandei. That to me, I know that it wasn't like the biggest death or anything like that. That brought me back to Ned being on like that kind of type of scene where he's on a chopping block. And you're like, come on, something's gonna happen. Like, come on, like don't, like no, like I know why it happened. Like, it's to like send Dany like completely off the edge now. But like I'm.
Well, it's also foreshadowing. They killed Baratheon's best friend Ned that way, execution style, and they're doing that to Daenerys.
Yeah, it just makes me so mad because she died in chains and like she started off and like she basically like I know I say stuff about stuff going full circle, but like she just had to die like that, like, and that kind of.
What did she say? I read what she said. Light it up or something, or burn it down.
No, I don't know what Cersei said. I haven't been able to look it up. No, she says Jacaerys. That means she's telling Daenerys like, burn the bitch up. She's straight up saying like, yo, be the dragon, fuck him up. Like, which is that was great for her to go out like that. Like, and saying that, but to go out like a slave again. Like that, oh god, that angers me as much as I was angered when I saw that fucking first episode 9.
And then she even said, like, she rubs in like so much for the breaker of chains. Like, oh, she knows how to fucking say shit.
I don't even care who wins. I just want Cersei to die. No, you're gonna die. I don't even give a fuck them. I mean, I want Jon to win or Tyrion to win, but I'd be fine with somebody else winning. As long as it's not her and that son of a bitch, she's screwed now.
That would be some shit if HBO was just like, fuck you guys, and Cersei still sits on the Iron Throne. Like, that'd be some shit. That'd be literally how I felt about this series most of the time. Like, it fucks you up the ass, and it's a painful bitch.
You have any thoughts on that? On the same day? I'm almost...
I kind of knew that was going to happen because there's no reason to bring her up to the edge if you weren't going to kill her like that.
No, I knew she was going to kill her either way. Like,
I thought she was going to I thought Cersei was going to push her off, but I forgot Cersei didn't do anything. She gets the mountain to do everything.
I wish she would have just jumped off her. I mean, I know that's all.
But now,
taking a while.
Mountain's brother may not get a chance to kill him because Grey Worm's gonna. That's the first person he's going after.
Well, somebody brought up online, and I didn't think of that. They're like, son, they should have just grabbed Cersei and taken her down with her.
But they had all those arrows. She wasn't gonna. She sacrificed herself because she could have done that. She could have jumped off, but she knew what would follow. All those arrows, and they were outnumbered right there. She knew that.
Yeah, I just thought that just would have been nice. God. Next point is and that same scene, and we just talked about it at the end of the episode. What do you think about Tyrion blowing Cersei's baby's shit up?
I think he's probably sitting there.
I hope you're smart enough to be like, wait.
He is not.
But father.
All he cared about was getting approval from her, and then he cared about smashing her. Once he did, he's like, hold up, I have a kid on the way. And once the Maester told him, like, yeah, there's a kid coming. Didn't say it was your kid. He just said there's a kid coming. The man's happy. Now he's wrapped around Cersei's finger. He'll do whatever she says.
I know, but
I think a Greyjoy to rule all the... Because aren't they kind of like discounted, the Greyjoys? Or was that the Freys?
No, the
Greyjoys.
Well, the Freys were too. That's because...
Aren't the Freys dead?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like he's thinking, oh, Greyjoy's gonna rule the Seven Kingdoms someday. Fucking right. Like I think he feels accomplished.
Maybe that is setting that up to like Greyjoy's gonna be your niece. So hopefully that she ends up surviving. I know they have to like meet up in this next episode.
Yeah, what's up with the Prince of Dorne or whatever?
That's what I don't like about how the show is doing stuff. There is a new Prince of Dorne. We don't know how he came into power, who the hell he is.
Her other guy that she was sleeping with for a while there.
That's Dario, when she left over. There's a theory and a possibility that he'd come back, and well, he could turn on her if he sees her with Jon. You know, there's that possibility, but there's a possibility that he'd come over and help her. There's also a possibility that the Golden Company that's supposed to fight her could end up flipping, because if they know there's a true Targaryen heir, they could be like, oh no, because they fought for the Targaryens like way back when, so they could be like, oh no, we're sticking with the rightful blood.
Well, if you're gonna go with that theory, then I think that's what Jon will come out and say who he is.
Well, that's what, since everybody knows who Jon is, they could get over, like Tyrion and Varys could get over to the Golden Company and be like, we have the real heir here. You really want to keep on fighting for her?
Because Sansa can't keep her fucking disloyal mouth.
But that will help them all win, though, if the Golden Company flips on Cersei.
Even if it helps her win, Jon's going to lose trust in her, because he asked her, he looked at her right in her eyes, said, swear to me, and she did, and she broke that swear that day. She literally broke the swear the same day.
If he lands on the Iron Throne, that'd be my first course of action. Execute my sister. Yeah, I know it's not going to happen, obviously. But
anyway, only other points is that everybody's talking about like Dany now, because Dany has lost everything. Like they're setting her up to really be the Mad Queen now. But if they stay true to like her, like always trying to fight like who she is and not be her father, honestly, it's the Mad Queen is really Cersei, because she's the one that's literally already used fire and stuff. So I'm gonna go with, all right, I know the show, it looks like they're about to set her up and they want to make you think that, but I think maybe the Mad Queen is gonna be Cersei. She's gonna try and pull some crazy crap, and
that bitch been mad since season 1.
But other than that, I just have one other, and I already did a video of this earlier in the week where I came across a theory about how like if everybody dies, like there's only gonna be a few people left that could like rule. If like all the big, Cersei gets wiped out, Jon ends up dying somehow, and Daenerys goes, and Tyrion, like all them are off the board. Sansa is still like one of the I know you don't like it, but she's still one of the major players left, and she has she's the heir to the North now, and she can end up maybe not being like the ruler of the Seven Kingdoms, but she's gonna rule the North. And so I mean I didn't come with that part of the idea myself, but I'm thinking, okay, let's say they all die and Sansa is ruling, right? Because they kind of did set it up for her to be in this power play position. She's ruling, okay? Let's say Jon and Dany, they actually do have a baby. Like, she's pregnant. They have a baby. Cersei actually had the baby, okay? And, they all have, they have their babies, right? And, so Sansa's ruling. Arya and Gendry don't look like they're, Arya's not having it, right? Sansa could, now that he's a legitimate, lord of Storm's End, she could end up marrying Gendry, I think. I wouldn't put it past her to be like, well, you didn't want him, I'm taking, and that will fortify.
I wouldn't either.
Okay, I know you're not going to be happy about it, okay?
No, that would go right along line her storyline.
Oh my God.
She looked like she liked the Hound a little bit.
What?
You saw that too?
I sure did.
She looked like she liked the Hound a little bit.
You thought she was going to be with Theon too. Anyway,
I did too.
Anyway, in the first episode of the series, it says, "Let's join our houses." Rob Baratheon and Ned Stark are like, "Let's join our houses." It's supposed to be Sansa and Joffrey at first. Then everybody goes, "Oh, it's going to be Arya and Gendry now." Okay, let's say it's Sansa and Gendry now, because he's legitimate now. He's in the South. Mm-hmm. She's in the North. That brings the South and the North together. Mm-hmm. Okay. And it brings it full circle. Our houses are joined, and maybe they eventually have a baby or something, right? They get older, okay? John and Danny's kid, who would be the rightful heir, comes of age, and then it starts fighting for its right to sit on the throne again. And then, of course, because it's going to have to be tucked away somewhere, and then, of course, Cersei's and Jaime's baby could be out there somewhere, and it could be honestly be another major reset with all these houses, like, and it could start some sneaky Lannister shit on the side, and like start killing people off, and have everybody start killing each other off for the wrong reasons again. That I'm not saying that will happen, but that is like I don't know, it's a possibility. So I said that if it ends up being true. Just want everybody to know that. But does anybody else have any other thoughts what you think might happen before we close out?
Sunday, hurry up.
Mm-hmm.
True story.
All right, well.
Happy Mother's Day to all the mamas out there.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
I don't know if we will be on here or not on Sunday. I will try. If not, I'll be here on Monday. And I probably won't have a live not live feed.
Reaction?
But no. A live chat going in case I have to watch the episode later, because I'm not having people spoil crap for me or yell at me because I'm not illegally streaming the episode. It's a live reaction, people, like I said before.
Listen, let them be stupid. If they want to yell.
Well, no, when the Night King got killed, somebody automatically comment like, Ari just killed the Night King. Like, if I was like just watching this feed, I had like something like that would have spoiled it. So.
Well, I mean, yeah, but you know what? They're kind of it's a live reaction show, so they should expect it to be spoiled.
You gotta remember, like I didn't see.
No, I'm saying if I air it and like the first episode's already played, like the first airing of it's already played. Hold on, I'm not gonna like sit there and have people like, no, you're not ruining it for me. Yes.
When I'm at work and I'll glance at your live feed, there's already stuff on like Instagram and Facebook where people are showing clips of it. So
I know that's why I watch the episode first thing is people ruin it.
Okay, so you just
I'm passionate about this show. Well, not so much the show, this story in general. Okay. Not the version that's being told. Sorry, in general. Anyway, any other thoughts? Okay. So, thank you guys for watching. Hope you tune in for. Sorry, didn't mean to block out. Hope you tune in for our next live feed. And I guess we will see you later. As always, thank you for your support. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. And have a 5-star day.